Good morning, Franz. I don't know where I am. Help. Help, I'm missing. Ah, where am I? I'm missing. I, I exist in Vinyan. Why is my Vinyan not registering my OBS? We're scuffed already. Why is it always like this? So welcome back, Ross. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Yeah, I don't. I had my Vinyan working earlier, and now it's not working again. Ugh. I literally had it working. And Necromancer, thank you for the resub. Vinyan, why do you not work? Just gonna. No, that's not. Okay. This is why I hate power outages. Let's try closing Vinyan and opening it again. Do I exist yet? Yay! Have you tried turning it off and on again? I am back, bitches. Thank you, Master. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back. 11 months. Oh my god, it's been almost a whole year. I can't believe it. And Necromancer also redeemed the first back after Christmas break. Did you guys have a good Christmas? Fantasy about to lay down for a nap. It's okay, Fantasy. You can have a nap. You can have it's on now if you're tired. Shit, poor Ross. Ross is just like, no! Oh my goodness. I think we need to fix our window a little bit because things have changed. What the heck was that? Okay. Oh, nope. Can't minimize the art. Just gotta click off. Okay. Alright! I'm gonna put my Vinyan window back where it's supposed to go. There we go. There we go. Is this also in the right spot? Good enough. Alright. And we've got our emergency one just hiding off in the background. Awesome. Alright. Fantasy, I heard you were sick over Christmas. I am very sorry to hear that. I hope you're feeling better now. And it's good to see you back, Necromancer. Uh, we might have a little bit of jank with my avatar because I think I have to replace my AIO cooler in my computer. It's making clicking noises, which means one of the fans is dying. It's never ending. I really missed this. And now, it's medicine time. We didn't lose power overnight, so that's good. We're having a nice storm right now. It's dark, dank, and dreary today. You lost 4 kill. Holy shit. I did not lose any weight over Christmas, because very, very hardly does anyone ever lose weight over Christmas. I didn't gain any weight, though, which is good. Sleep last night was a little bit of struggle. There. Maracas, they're done. Everybody take your medicine. We're back to the reminders. We had a follower over the period while we were gone. I can't even read that. But is it Brock the Rock? Or Broke the Rock? No appetite for food, only soup. Well, I mean, if you were sick. The flu is going around this year. I didn't sleep very well last night. Well, I slept alright, but I kept waking up, so I got disrupted sleep. The flu that's going around this year, there's a couple of strains going around, and one of them they did not expect, so the flu shot, even if you got it, doesn't cover it. So that's a problem. Kinda sucks. I just realized that I can, like, lock all of my layers in OBS so I don't accidentally move them. Wow. All this time. Say, you sent me a funny photo. Oh no. Begins already. I look entirely too shocked. We're gonna share this. There we go. Fantasy's always sending me these silly ones. I like cross-eyed, seeing into the void, just like, what have I looked at? Oh, I haven't done the, there we go. Set the actual avatar. Most basic shit. I haven't done it. Yeah, turning it off and turning it on again was the answer to the problem at the start of stream. The answer to the problem with why I couldn't get VNN to work is when the power went out, the router shut off, and because I don't have an IP address set for the phone specifically, it changed IP addresses on the router, and I didn't know that was a thing it could do. So, as technologically adept as I am, networking is not my thing. I didn't do very well in that class either when I took that class. I just, it's too complicated for this one. So, yeah. How was everybody's Christmas? Other than fantasy, because we know fantasy was sick and that Christmas sucked. Did you have a good Christmas otherwise, fantasy? And yes, this file is open again. We can turn that off. Wait, turn that off. There's a particular... Where's the room setup? There we go. No, that's a reference to something. We can delete that. Ah, this one. Kavach! Hello, welcome back. Ah, I got sniffles. I had coffee. It gives me sniffles. We finished Necromancer's picture too. Let me bring that up. Although, you guys probably saw it on the Discord. Turn off the commission blocker thing. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. I reached the limit of what I could do technically as an artist at this time. For painting something without replicating a photo. Oh, God, why is it every time I get talking, I just keep yawning? I'm not yawning before stream, but as soon as I start talking. As soon as my mouth opens and words come out, it's just like, nah. You got some very nice, thoughtful gifts. And some alcohol-free cider. Ooh. I got time with my family and a rest. As much as a rest can be when you decide on Christmas Eve to rearrange your room. Yep, I rearranged my room, which is why the other file was up. This file. Where's the, yeah. They're all in the same layer. We'll just, oh, no, wrong layer. This layer. This layer? Yes. Which means we can take these here. Turn that off. Put these into the same folder. Alright, so my room is quite a bit different. Hold on. So this is the old layout. We're going to make that nice and small. The new layout we'll do in this color. So I have changed some things. The dresser is now how far out does that go? Oop. The dresser is now here. And the nightstand is now here, only because there's a bunch of stuff right here. And the bed is now here. And we've got our mirror that lives right here. So it comes off the wall like this, and there's a spot behind it. There's like this bar behind the mirror. It's mounted to the wall, so this doesn't move. So there's a bunch of clothes hangers behind it for hanging clothes. But these shelves are the biggest problem. right? They were taking up a lot of room, so these shelves are now like half the size because I turned them on their other face. Let me go from here. It's about that. And in the middle, I've put my desk. So now I've got the desk chair here. However, you draw 5 legs. There, desk chair. So I've got all of this space for activities now. I've actually got room. It's kind of shocking just how reorienting a couple of pieces of furniture just changes everything. So yeah, that's the change that I made over Christmas. Get some cider that you're gonna bring to Conquest. Whoa, will it last that long? That's the question. But yeah, now I have tons of room. And Tesla's beanbag is like squashed into the corner here. And so now I have to go to IKEA and let me get the thing that I need. I have to go to IKEA and I have to get 2 of these. They're the legs for the Kallax shelves. So I have to go get 2 legs, but IKEA is like on the other side of the city, so I just have to like get my brother to take me out there. But we have to go to the Dutch store anyways because we're out of a product that they only sell at the Dutch store. And luckily, I had some of that product left myself, so I was able to compensate for the household being out. But it's going to get used up very fast. And it's called Aromat. It's a spice that we always put on our eggs. Well, it's not a spice. It's basically MSG with some added flavor. But we always cooked our eggs with Aromat, and I just can't eat eggs without them. Neff! Oh, a stretch. Yeah, I actually have room to stretch now. So I didn't get to build my bed, which is what I was hoping to do over the Christmas break. Instead, I rearranged the room, and now I have to go get 2 legs from IKEA. But the 2 sets of legs that I had before on the shelves, I can actually use on the shelves that are in my closet that hold my mom's stuff. Oh, Havarti's not working again. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with Havarti. I just can't get it to work. Size and Pumas never break down, but mine always breaks. And as far as I know, mine's set up exactly the same way theirs is. So I don't know. I'm sorry. I'll work on that. Knickermesser has a few legs to spare. But yeah, so my plan is in the basement to take those 2 shelves that my mom has that are standing on their ends like the way I reoriented the 2 that I have and put them in the middle of the basement area where there's a bunch of totes sitting right now, but I have some leftover IKEA shelving that I had from when I designed the pantry like 20 years ago. And I'm going to build those shelves and put the totes on those shelves so that they stack more nicely and they're more accessible. And then I'm going to take the two shelves that are in my closet, put them in that middle area downstairs where the totes were, and then put a tabletop on top of it. So the shelves will be off the ground a little bit, so they're a more reasonable like countertop height. And then we plop a piece of wood down on top of the two shelves to unify them. And guess what? Then we have a work table. It's all coming together. There's a few things in the basement that I need to go through and get rid of. That's a whole project on its own. But if I can build those shelves, that uses up that wood. Those pieces that I had separate. Good morning, Conk. How was your Christmas? We're back to normal. I finally got it working again. Now we just need that new guy, Koof, to come back. I didn't forget you, Koof. But yeah, so that's the plan. There's a YouTuber called Frenchy Fries, and he does like room renovations. And you can actually apply to have him come and do your room if like your existence is sad and miserable. He'll come and like completely renovate your room for free, and he does some really awesome stuff. I may have linked it, but if not, I'll link it again in like crafting or something, because I suppose building qualifies as crafting. But he does some really neat stuff for his subscribers, and that's sort of like how he propels his channel. But another thing that he did like a while back is he picked a couple of random people on Twitch, and he offered them money to redo their room. And so they did their rooms themselves, and I would like to do that. So he gave them money, and then had them take 2 weeks to do their room. Koof, Kuf, Koofin. So in my application, I'm going to recommend that he do that. He's never worked with a VTuber, of course, because like we don't have a live cam, so you can't see our rooms in the background, right? But I want to make videos for my channel, so I already started making a video, but I'm not comfortable being physically on camera, so I have to do all my filming without me in it. So in this case, it's just gonna the room reno is just gonna be a couple of shots until I'm comfortable being on camera for other projects. If you're fat on the internet, people are really mean to you. And I don't know if I can handle that right now. So I'm just like, Yep, I took my meds. Thank you, Neff. Sorry, I'm a little bit rusty in the conversational area. A week off, and it's like, oh, fantasy is boop my snoot. It is the boop snoot. Like the droop snoot. But it is the snoot that gets booped. The boop snoot. Get a little song out of that one. Yeah, they're assholes, and calling them assholes is an insult to assholes. At least assholes have a function. Bullies don't. They serve no purpose. They're just a waste of fresh air and rations. But yeah, I'm not too comfortable with being on camera yet. And so like I would never get one of those big YouTubers coming to be like, "Oh, hey, here's this cool thing," and I have to stop and allow Ross's messages all the time. These dazzles have a purpose. I wanted to say as much, but held back. I missed you guys. Anyhow, I'm thinking of applying to Frenchy Fries thing and just being like, I will do the, like, make a video thing, and you can use my video in your video as part of your video for, like, the makeover. A posture check. Posture check. Everybody on Shrimp Thanks Spines. Give a little stretch, a little wave back and forth, like seaweed in the ocean currents. Yeah. Oh God! Right in the face. God damn it. Naff, why have you done this? Anyways, that's the plan. I took a little filming of the room before, and then a little maybe shot of the room after rearranging. I haven't built my desk yet, but I did finally decide which set of legs that I want to buy from FlexiSpot. So I don't know, maybe I can get them as like a sponsor or something, but I don't have any. My channel is very small. I don't have consistent stuff, so they'll probably be like, nah, bro, you can buy our, like, $800 legs. It's just the legs, man. Why is it so expensive? I need a job. I need a real job. Or I need to actually sell shit. I found out that, so my mom's a quilter, right? And, so quilters sort of have standardized the way they cut their fabric to make it easier to sell between them. So there's these packets that you can make called fat quarters. They have another one called jelly roll. And fat quarters are basically, one fat quarter will make you a whole panel for a quilt. I'm not sure if a fat quarter will... Quilter. My mom is a quilter. The ER is kind of important in that one there. She's a quilter. I guess you didn't hear the ER part. So I found out that of the fabric that she has downstairs, even if I sold it at a loss at $15 per fat quarter, she still has about $30,000 worth of fabric in the basement. That's at like a severe loss. And because her fabrics are vintage, you can't get them anywhere else anymore. Unless you're really lucky. I can actually sell them at a higher, like a markup, because they're vintage. So, yeah, she's got a lot of money in the basement in terms of fabric. Now I just need to offload it. So I'm probably going to start selling her fat quarters on my Etsy. Thank you for the hydrate, conch. Hydrate or dihydrate. I forgot to take the tea bag out of my mug. So now I have Earl Grey vanilla hazelnut coffee. I was wondering why it tasted a little weird. Fantasy. I use the same name literally everywhere on the internet. You just go to etsy.com/Sayaka. You'll find me. I know, it doesn't taste bad. It's just frustrating because the tea bag you know? Yeah. I had a rough morning. Did you at least have a good Christmas, Ross? Try and have some positivity, man. Steals Necromancer's wallet. Keep in mind, fat quarters are pre-cut fabric, so it's not like you're buying fabric by the meter, right? But I'm also going to be putting up things like flower crowns, probably tea pets, etc. Got the car back after his fix, still haven't had time to clean out the interior, dude. Among other things. Well, easy. Here we go. It's story time with Ross. Clear the driveway sidewalks is so nice. Entirely by himself. My dad does the driveway by himself. We don't have any sidewalks on our street. Probably because I don't have a shop open. Oh, let me go to my Etsy. I know I have a shop. Or I have an account. You should be able to find my profile. Yeah, I exist. I'm right there. Oh, yeah, my shop is called something else, but I'm surprised that you can't find my profile. There. There's nothing in there. Laguna is my apothecary shop. So, there's literally nothing in there. Okay, so your other brother is asking for the car. But you are not the car. So just be like, well, then go drive it. I'm not doing it. You're being perfectly rational. You are not. You are not the car, Ross. Tesla, what was that? You just jumped out of nowhere. Nothing is more permanent than a temporary situation. Yeah, that's why I finally bit the bullet and rearranged my room. I was like, I can't take this anymore. I can't take how crowded it is in here. I have to, like, climb over things to get to bed. I'm not a goddamn hoarder. True, you can follow until there is stuff in the shop. I wanted to put up, like, my stickers and tea pets and downloadable prints and objective fact, Ross is not a car. Exactly. Nor is he a chauffeur. Because he's not being paid. He is not a chauffeur. Yeah, well, just say no, Ross. It's very easy. Just be like, no, I'm busy. And when they ask you if you're what are you busy with, you just be like, I'm busy. You do not understand those words. Is English not coming out from between my lips? But Ross doesn't pay rent. Well, that's nice, but Ross is not a chauffeur. Ross has his own things to do because Ross is a human being. Except when you did and that goes unacknowledged. Okay, so you did pay rent. Now you don't anymore. But what else do you do in the house? Do you do dishes? Do you clean? Yeah, I understood it. It was enough letters for me to figure out acknowledged. Yeah, so you do other things in the house, but you're not a chauffeur. Do they have driver's licenses? They can drive. You don't want to drive. You only kindly give the time out of your day to drive them places. Alright, we're gonna save that and close it. This is a commission I'm working on, by the way. The pants are secret pants. The old version, less mature. Just could not reconcile the old version. You need to take pills, but you don't want to eat. Is it you have to eat because you'll get nauseous if you don't? By the way, the skirt is actually secret pants. The client was like, I want a skirt, you know? And I'm like, but you're supposed to be like an outlaw cowboy. A skirt would be really awkward for riding horses. Then I'm like, I can make secret pants. Yeah, secret pants. I mean, then there's the Chinese horse face skirt. And I think it's called that because it looks like a skirt, but it's actually two panels. Ah, yeah. I'm supposed to take my meds with food, but I never do. Yeah. So, the request for this one was Victorian Van Helsing cowboy, essentially. So I'm mixing Western and Victorian, which is kind of funny because Western fashion was also at the same time as Victorian fashion. It's just they were on other sides of the globe. So blending them together has been challenging. And I think it's going to come down to largely textures. But of course, we're going to have kind of the Clint Eastwood looking. Where's my Clint pictures? Clint, come here. We're gonna have the Clint Eastwood looking poncho, which is literally just a Ruana that's closed in the front. Seriously, it is the poncho is literally just a square. It's like it's a rectangle with like a slit in it. That's all it is. That's what he's wearing. Whereas a Ruana is this. So because the character is female, I'm gonna go with a Ruana, but it's gonna have I'm gonna recommend a fabric that has more of a Western print on it, and then the vest, depending on which direction they want to go, I'm gonna recommend more of like a sort of sateen brocade kind of fabric. So if they want to look a little bit wealthier, they would have like the fancy, nice fabric vest. Lagruna. I linked it, fancy. Here, I'll just link it again. There you go. Yeah, my username on Etsy is Sayaka. Death! out of my weird to coffee. Hi, Death. How you doing? We're going to make a random drink from my my jar of drink sticks, which I am almost out of. Almost entirely out of drink sticks. We're gonna use this one of these Hawaiian punches because I got 3 of those left, and they're not that great. As a matter of fact, all I've got left is 1 strawberry and 2 grape and 2 of the grape Hawaiian punch. I'm gonna have to get more drink sticks. Thank you for
Necromancer Dark is hosting a guest. Welcome Neficus to the island.
Oh, I'm not having the red one. I'm having one of the purple ones. Necromancer!
Necromancer Dark is hosting a guest. Welcome Death_Sand to the island.
Thank you for the gifted subs to to Neficus and Deathsane. I can't pull off the little tab of the drink packet. Ah! Why are you giving one to Stream Elements?
Necromancer Dark is hosting a guest. Welcome Stream Elements to the island.
Necromancer is so weird. Thank you for your gifted sub to Stream Elements as well. It's okay, I was still able to get the stuff out of the... You're gonna hear the water sloshing around in here. As I mix it up, because this one doesn't mix very well. And I gave some of this water to my cat earlier, so there's not as much in here as there should be. It's gonna be a bit strong. Grape flavor. Oh yeah, the crinkle emote exists now. Ugh. Oh god, the Hawaiian punch one. Maybe I should just like throw it out. Ugh. It ain't good. That's for sure. Especially after the coffee. Ah! What are those? Those Jigglypuffs? Crinkle, crinkle. That's the dinos. That's the dinos. I'm gonna be careful not to do that too fast. I made myself dizzy there. Ooh. I just put my drink down. There. It's not a good drink. It's a tube. I love tube. Tube is great. Anyway, so this client has been waiting a long time. I think I finally got something that's nice and mature. To give it a little bit more femininity, we're going to offer the Ruana instead of the standard poncho. And I think what it's going to come down to is choices of fabrics for this thing. So, for the shirt, I think this person was sort of kind of supposed to be like an outlaw. So, they probably wouldn't have really nice clothes. But maybe they had nice clothes before they became an outlaw, or maybe they stolen clothes from people. I am going to recommend like a pinstripe fabric for the shirt. That'll give the sort of Victorian look. It'll complete the Victorian aesthetic. As a matter of fact, whoops. If I recall, these cuffs have to be a bit longer. Yes, there will be gloves. So we're just gonna... The thing is, Westerners also wore like white cotton shirts too. But it depends on how they were made. That really changes the style. I'm just gonna put quick pinstripes on everything. So, for Western shirts, the sleeves were tighter. And the cuffs were much shorter, if non-existent, whereas for Victorian clothes, the cuffs were longer and really well fitted, especially for women, and the shirts were much poofier. But the bodice was fitted, so you'd have the sleeves would end here and there'd be sort of a bit of a ruffle, just a little bit. The bib shirts from the Old West. I don't know what you mean by the bib shirt. You'll have to link an example. I have been thinking and have come up with a name for the evil version of Nameless. What's the evil version of Nameless? Not a lot of people like them though. I've always been the weird one though. Leather mutton leg sleeve heads. What? Unnamed. It's just name. I don't like this little change that I made here. Why is that not opening? I clicked the link. It does not open. God damn it. Hold on, I have to go to my channel. Oh, those ones. They're just, it's like a double-breasted kind of thing. I like a double-breasted coat. The vest that I've chosen for this one is double-breasted. Like, kind of like the bib shirt, you call it. But, I found this, I looked for steampunk cowboy, and I got this as an option, and I just dried the colors over the shirt design too. As you can see, it is AI, so it's not going to be exactly right. But we do have the sort of Victorian dress shirt. Yeah, I had a pretty good Christmas. Of course, I spent it with the family. We didn't have craft night because Christmas Day was craft night as well. My family celebrates on Christmas Eve, so we celebrated on the Wednesday, and then we had a sad turkey dinner for actual Christmas. Let me open up this one. Ah, The Rocketeer! Ah, yeah! Good movie. So it's called a bib shirt? I never knew what its name was. I just always recognized it as double-breasted, but I guess bib makes sense because it's got that extra piece that can come off, right? I guess that extra bit comes off. Ugh. This drink is not good. Yeah, apparently they were like making a second one. So, let's see, for the shirt, I gotta make a line layer for the shirt. I haven't done that yet. Oh yeah, Disney would probably ruin that as well. I think I want this. Thanks for the hydrate. Ugh. The hydrate ain't good. Why is this like... Why is that? Okay. I don't know what's happening with my line work. I'm not drinking anymore. It's gross. I refuse. But Conk has redeemed a plaster check. So everybody on Shrimpline Spines. And they also redeemed a stretch. So we're gonna go into a stretch. Yeah. Woo. Gets your blood flowing. It was funny. I had the option to just push my chair away and stand up. I don't have to, like, sidle out of my chair anymore. The children can suffer. The children can suffer! But think of the children! It's only an excuse. I'm actually trying to draw on stream this time. I know I'm not very good at this whole streamer thing, but I'm trying. I have to keep in mind my client's build when designing this too. Because you can't design fashion for somebody if it's the wrong kind of fashion. It won't look well on them. You need to know what they look like. See, the Wild West stuff reminds me of the film The Way of the Gun. Everything reminds you of The Way of the Gun, Ross. The Monster Bagmen, all wielding either revolvers or pumped-out shotguns. The two heroes had semi-auto sidearms. You just got a head for movies, that's all. Have you ever considered maybe becoming a screenwriter? You really seem to like films. Ah! I'm not drinking anymore! It's evil! It's painfully gross, let's be honest. My hand is shaking. Why? Let's try zooming out a little bit. Buttons. Little tiny buttons. Sorry, concentrating on little tiny buttons. Alright, what's happening over here? Get water? I had water and I turned it into gross grape shit. I'd have to go all the way downstairs to get water because my bottle doesn't fit under the tap in the bathroom. Trying to write things easier said than done. Yeah, it is easier said than done to write. I haven't written anything in a while. I've been too busy with everything else. Yeah, sorry, Havarti's just not working, man. I wanted to spend this last week, like, getting stuff done for stream, and I ended up, like, working my ass off, trying to finish Necromancer's painting for Christmas, and I managed to finish it at, like, 10 p.m. on Christmas Day. I tried so hard. It doesn't help that I decided to rearrange my room the day I was like, oh, I'm gonna sit down and work on this, and then I was like, nope, rearrange room time. ADHD sucks, man. I mean, there's the Discord. Share stuff on the Discord. You have an art studio thread? If you don't, make one. Share your stuff there. Oh, I found a site. I may have linked it. But it's called Purely Human. And it's a website that's supposed to be for artists. And it's by someone who was sick of how much AI there is on DeviantArt, and now ArtStation is being buried under AI shit too. Oh, fresh, clean, ice cold water would be amazing. Hot and cold running water. What amazes how even for a simple action scene to keep making the mistake, things get grander when I should stick to more simple and straightforward things. That's just practice, Ross. It's just practice. Okay, I'm gonna go dump this nasty grape shit, and I'm gonna take my mug downstairs so that my dad can make me tea when it's tea time, which should be relatively soon. And I'm just gonna get water because this grape stuff is so gross that I just can't stand it. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, there goes my knee. Alright, Franz, I'm back. Alright, I got my lap blanket. And I got water. Just plain old water. I just spilled water all over my desk. I hear the dog next door. All it does is bark. The other day, the water will rust out my insides. Oh no. I didn't know I was made out of iron. Help message reason for bullying. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. Everything tastes weird today. Even the water tastes weird. It's one of those days. Now here's the question. Do I want to actually draw this part of the shirt on? I need to change a little bit in the vest here. I know that my client is quite a broad human being. Not fat, but broad. Like me, they're barrel-chested. Just gigantic rib cage of from hell. Giant rib cage, small lung capacity. At least that's what I got. Mostly because my lungs are damaged. Otherwise, I would have great lung capacity. I've been struck. Thunderstruck. Yes. Everything tastes wrong. Why does it all taste wrong? Where's my sketch? I can clean that up later. Too late. Still too late. Good enough. Alright. The reason I had this down here. I see. Still, no. I need that color. I'm going to have to make a separate layer for the shirt collar above the bandana. And above the shadow layer. A high collar Victorian shirt with a little bit of flare on the collar. Maybe we'll lower that. Let's lower it. What am I doing? I don't even know. Name our layers. Put them in folders. Alright, let me grab this color and we go back down to this layer. Did I try and say pizza to drugs, say no to yes? Did I try to breathe in the water? No, I didn't. It just tastes awful. This is why the shadow was not working, because I had it set to multiply and then there was the shirt collar was in the way. But it has to be over top of the bandana, but simultaneously underneath the bandana. Now I have to go in really nice and close. Ah! Hmm. It's hard when the pixels get this small. Wow, I hate it. All that work and I hate it. I know what I want. I just can't seem to get the drawing out. Pixels are always small, yes. It's when stuff starts really blending together, it's a problem. Hate it. I hate it. I know what I want. I know what I want. I just don't know how to draw it. It's one of those higher collars, and then it's got a little bit of a frill on top. I guess ruffle is the what I'm trying to draw. But ruffles are really hard to draw. Because I've got such a weird shape, but I don't want too much of a ruffle. It's supposed to just be a little small thing. Because it's not like a crazy ruffle. Then the ruffle changes direction here. A little bit of an edge to the ruffle here. My goodness. And then, will this work? I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. I'm just doing it. I don't think I've ever really drawn a proper ruffle before. I know what they look like. I've just never drawn one. And then small buttons. I said small buttons. Small buttons. Victorians like their dainty buttons. All of these buttons are not round except for that last one. As a matter of fact. Now we fix the collar shape. Where's this line? This line is wrong. And it doesn't even need to be there. I'll get this right eventually. There's a bit from the other one, other layer. Ah. Huh? It's funny because Pinky and the Brain has come up a lot in the house this last week, too. My dad goes, so what are we doing tonight? And I'm like, same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. Every single time he asks. I have to redo these lines. I have to redo this whole section. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. I could go without the high collar and just make it a regular blouse shirt. I just thought it would be nice to have something with a little bit of femininity. We've got the secret pants, we've got the nice fitted vest, but it's still like masculine. Victorian women still wore fitted vests, so like it's not like it's, you know, incorrect or anything. He's a genius, the other's insane. I don't think insane is quite the word for Pinky. I think he was just dumb. Either that, he was the genius and Brain was the insane one. Oh, hi, Drake. But yeah, this is the process that I go through where, like, I'll draw something, I'll have an image in my head, and then it'll come out wrong. And then I'll try and find a way around it. Welcome to my brain. It's a pain in the ass. Just because you're an outlaw Victorian Van Helsing cowgirl doesn't mean that you have to not be pretty. Right? You can still be rough and tumble and still be pretty. This is more of an Edwardian shirt than Victorian, quite frankly. I mean, the two periods are very close together, but fashion changed rapidly. Oop. Grab the wrong layer. I think I was making too much of a ruffle and not enough of just a frill. Because it wasn't a true ruffle. It was just a gathering of fabric. That's looking a lot better. Where's our vest? Whoops. I still have the button on my clipboard. Oh yeah. And then the bandana part. How do we want to do this? I'm going to make a duplicate of the shirt collar. Take it out of the folder and hide it. And that way later we can turn the bandana off and still have a copy of the shirt collar on it. Right? That's theoretically how it's going to work. You know, we want a little bit of the color peeking over the bandana. Gonna duplicate the bandana line, bring it up over erase all of the bandana line. That's over top of the white. Slide on in here. Turn off this bandana line so I can see what I'm doing. Merge them together. Oops. Oh, it helps if I use the pen and not the eraser. Okay. Panic! What's happening here? One's brain being a pain in the ass mood. Yep. I tell you what, I like you, and I want your blood. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours. My blood? If you're reading this, just remember you're awesome. Indeed! You are awesome, Neff. And so are the rest of you. Alright. Turn the bandana line back on again. Eh. A little bit of the bandana line that I missed. Shirt collar right here. Okay, now this shirt collar copy is going to go down underneath this one, so that if we want to turn off the bandana, we have to turn off this shirt collar. So this shadow line has to go back down here. And then the vest needs some fixing. It'll be good enough. There we go. Layers. The client wanted to be able to, like, turn off layers. Sort of like a paper doll. Or recolor layers. I don't think I can do that. Now, for colors, for the next set of things. This goes like this. Which means now the vest has to change. I know this person's waist isn't that skinny anyway, so I'll just widen it. Oh. Wrong tool. I was using the blur tool. Secret pants. I'll have to do a little bit to the vest to hide it. But by raising the waist and lengthening the legs, even though this person is already very tall, they're like 6'2" or something, it'll make their body look slimmer. All that time just to do the collar on the shirt. You see why these take me so long. I need to take a small break from that because my eyeballs are hurting. And I decided to give them gaiters on their boots, like in the little McCall's picture here. So I decided to give them this to go over their boots, which should be, in theory, some kind of cowboy boot. Again, mixing Victorian and Western. The only image reference they really gave me was this cartoon one. I don't know what this is from. Vaquero half chaps, Victorian style. I don't know what Vaquero half chaps are. I know what chaps are. I don't know what half chaps are. Actually, I think I do. I'm not sure about Vaquero, but yeah, they gave me that cartoon thing as a reference. And Vaquero Mexican cowboys before Americans became cowboys. Oh, okay. And they gave me this AI picture as well after I said, do you have something a little bit more detailed? So I stole the hat from that. But from the knee down only. Oh, okay. I was thinking just from the knee up. Cactus needles. Fair enough, fair enough. Well, I don't think they need that. I have a feeling they're not in too much of a cactusy area. I don't know. They didn't give me too much background. I got outlaw, cowgirl, Victorian. The Van Helsing was my addition. Because that was the closest thing I could think to a Victorian cowboy was Van Helsing. Yes, it is very much Hugh Jackman's Van Helsing hat. It's a cross between that and the hat from that AI picture. The painterly one. On the vest, I want to see if I can include some of these, like, Western scrollwork design. Not on the shirt, but on the vest. I think it would add to it. If they're not going to go with, like, a brocade vest, kind of like this one. Where it's got, like, a very dense, sort of Damascus pattern. I really like the quilting on the leather jacket. Might put the quilting on the vest, too. It's those little tiny details, all the distressed edges and the quilting, and then the texture differences that really make a costume pop. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a nice paisley. I used to hate paisley, but I like when it's like super dense like this and you can't really tell it's a paisley. This person's wearing an ascot, but I went with the Westerners. The Western bandana instead. Not because of this picture. I already had a bandana on on the character before I found this steampunk one. It was even the same color. Oh, I think my dad's shoveling the driveway. Or maybe my brother. You like spacing in your paisley pattern? Yeah, I always, for some reason, I just really hated paisley when I was younger. I don't mind it so much anymore. But yeah, this cartoon one, I don't know what it's from, but the only vibe I get from it is Western. I don't get that Victorian aspect. It's just straight up Western. And I already had the orange and the brown. The brown was more of a purple color initially, and then I switched it to more of a brown tone. Yeah, I could. I'm lazy. It's from some cartoon that was probably only aired on cable television that I don't know about, because I grew up without cable. But I'm not designing a LARP kit, so I don't have to worry so much about, like, natural fibers and what's realistic, because these are for cosplays. So it's a different level of detail, but, like, I still want to do the best job I can. I know some people would have done, like, 5 characters in this time, but I'm just not that kind of artist. I do want to do, like, a character design concept, like, speed run. So you take, like, I don't know, like a perfume bottle, like a really cool looking perfume bottle, and then you design a character based on the shapes and colors of the perfume bottle, sort of like anthropomorphizing it. I think that would be a fun exercise for as someone who likes to do character design work. Image displays 2 character design concepts of Zora Salazar, an officer of the anti-epithet terrorist group Bliss Ocean, and a bounty hunter in an animated web series, Epithet Erased. Interesting. So she's a terrorist. Yeah. No, I was told Victorian cowboy, and I was like, the only Victorian cowboy I can think of is Hugh Jackman's Van Helsing. And so that was what we sort of came to. I'm still going to bring in some of the design aspects onto the Ruana. Yeah, Victorian, well, cowgirl. But, yeah, an outlaw and sort of a rough and tumble gangster type lady who's gonna kick your ass. Cowboy samurai. Look, a cowboy samurai is different from a samurai cowboy. I would think there's distinct differences. But I took one of my old characters, Icarus, and turned him into I guess ostensibly what is a Japanese cowboy, or yeah, a samurai cowboy, because he was plonked down into the Wild West, but he was still very Japanese coded. It was weird. I was pretty sure I had drawn a picture of him, and I cannot find it. I think it only came down to a sketch, and I never finished the picture, and it was only just a very, very rough sketch. Cowboy Samurai feels like a samurai who doesn't play by the rules. Yeah. Samurai Cowboy feels like James Coburn from 1960 Magnificent Seven. Good movie, good movie. I've only seen it once, but it was a good movie. Best with a Knife or a Gun. That's when he made a short animation where a samurai was dropped into the Old West. He walked into a bar, wanted some water, and the cowboy wanted to make trouble with the samurai. Yeah, samurai doesn't draw their blade unless they have to. Or unless they're a spoiled, rotten nobleman who really felt that they were insulted. Samurai just wanted some water. You don't drink water. Not in those days, you didn't drink water. Especially not in Western America. I've read some they smash spaghetti westerns with samurai movies. That sounds awesome. I always wonder why they're called spaghetti westerns. Cowboy movies made in Italy? Oh my goodness. It's racist. Oh my lord. But yeah, I think I'm going to pull some of the design aspects from the character into the Ruana. And I've been trying to pull the colors in. You know, like the red and the orange. That like purple brown on the pants was the skirt color, but it looks better just brown. Cora, welcome back. Oh god, a little chunky. Thanks for the hydrate. Delicious. Much better than the grape stuff. I didn't take my vitamin D. I should take my vitamin D. Ugh. That also doesn't taste very good. Hope my dad makes tea soon. It's probably because it's too old. That's probably why it tastes bad. It's probably not even viable anymore. But the bottle's almost empty, so I might as well finish it. Just in case. Better not waste it. This bottle has to go downstairs for the family. That one's new. Make sure you get your vitamin D, because this far north, this time of year, you don't get enough. And you can get sick easily. Your circadian rhythm goes off, and yeah, you can get sad. How you doing, Cora? Did you have a good Christmas? We're working on a commission today. And by working on, I mean very slowly. I suppose I could start lining the pants. A hype train! Cora, thank you for the 5 gifted subs.
5 guests.
I don't recognize any of those names. Thank you so much for the gifted subscriptions. How you doing? Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am just soap. Gato Logic. Dark Light 123 XD. Jinx LARP. Ooh. And Gabriel Williams. Merry late Christmas. Fuss room yow! I fixed my avatar, by the way. Hi, I'm back. I can move again. Yeah. Oh, right, I have to gift a sub, don't I? But then if I gift a sub, your name disappears from the thing. Oh, wait. The name isn't even up there, because the last subscriber was... Ma! Okay. We're gonna do it. We gift sub because it's Hype Train. And we must give back to the community. Hey! I got new Kodeko.
Saiko is hosting 1 guests.
The TTS can't say my name. A posture check! A posture check! Everybody on Shrimpline Spines. Give your sides a little stretch, a little back and forth, side to side, like seaweed in the ocean currents. A little stretch! Oh, oh God! Oh. Another stretch. Tesla, what are you doing? No! Hope you could hear him. Necromancer! Thank you for the 5 gifted subs.
Necromancer Dark is hosting 5 guests.
Hey, you got Arias, Koof, Nachos, 10A Streams, and All Band Kind. You got 3 of our people who chat. You got Koof. Hopefully Koof will come back. Koof. Necromancer cannot be outdone. This man has gifted so many subs to our channel. We're at Hype Train level 4. What is this? What is this? This is... I don't deserve that. But thank you. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I wish I could give you guys access to the emotes without people subscribing. I wish I could turn off advertisements and then people could just donate directly and still have all the advantages. Oh, yeah! Tier 3 sub. Because you're crazy. You are absolutely crazy. Eileen! Eileen, hello! Hello, welcome back. Happy belated Christmas. How was your Christmas? Did you have a good Christmas? Everybody better have had a good Christmas. Tesla. Woo. He's a kitten. Yes. I befriend the crazy because I'm also crazy. Guess it can't be a bad Christmas if you didn't have a Christmas. What do you mean? Neff? Why did you not have Christmas? Do I need to invite you for Christmas next year? Ooh, IT gifts! Ooh. It was just Thursday to you? My family celebrates on Christmas Eve, so is that why you didn't have Christmas? Because you celebrate a different day? No, what? What, you like, you don't decorate or anything? No tree, no dinner, no family time? For us, it's not a religious thing, it's just family time. That's sad. We just use as an excuse to have a good day and time with family. We watch Stranger Things on Christmas. We had lots of alcohol and watched Stranger Things together. That's our Christmas. And a buffet of special food, including my specialty, bacon wrapped gherkins. Tesla's at his water bowl. Yeah. We have a Christmas Eve buffet, and that's our Christmas. And when I was a kid, that's when we would open our presents. We'd open them in the evening. But we don't give gifts anymore. We haven't given gifts in like 20 years. Although my parents did give me some money, so I've got enough money to theoretically rent my hotel for Conquest and pay for internal German transport and food. Still working on the saving for the flights. Fam just stopped being another don't even call. Mom sent everyone a lovely Christmas message, and all she got back was you two. Your nan cooks massive amounts of food despite only 5 people coming together. We got a tiny turkey. It was like the size of a large chicken. And it was just the right amount of turkey. We ate almost the whole turkey. There's the hype chest. What do we get? Perfect. We got Shy Ghost. Hype chests are here, guys. Share your hype chest. What emote did you get? You see, our family doesn't get together for Christmas either. It's just our household. That's it. It's just us. Oh, you got the cute little kitty thing, Necromancer. That's adorable. Oh, that's adorable. I got the Shy Ghost, which is great because I don't have a Shy emote yet. I only have the global, not like this. But like, Coro, what emote did you get? Share your hype train emote. You are a hype train conductor. Choo choo. I got 4 ribs of beef and an entire large capon. What's a capon? Beef ribs sounds amazing. Beef is so expensive in Canada right now. Like, holy shit. Oh, chicken. Okay. Yeah, yeah, beef is so expensive in Canada right now. It's insane. Like, I gotta check my phone, but like, I took pictures last time I went shopping with my brother, and our Our beef is just redonkulous. $7 a kilogram. And this one, oh sorry, not $7 a kilogram. That would be very cheap. $7 per 100 grams. So, 71.99 per kilogram. $71.99. $72 a kilogram for beef right now. Capon was rooster rather than chicken. Ah, that's why I felt bad for Hans and King of Come Deliverance 1 and 2. Lord Hans, Capon. Hen is the female. Oh, okay. So Capon is rooster, Hen is the chicken. I mean, that makes sense because in medieval times you didn't eat your egg layers because they produced other food for you. So chicken was considered like king's food, and salmon was the commoner's food. Oh, she's playing with Tesla.
Lobster was the peasant food.
What?
Lobster was the peasant food.
Yeah, so was salmon. So he says lobster was the peasant food. And now it's the other way around. Because we have giant battery farms of chickens. Captain of the cock. Aline says hello, cheese. Cheese. I'm trying to get him to come to Conquest. If it's rich people food today, it was peasant food back in the day. Pretty much. But now all food is rich people food. You can afford to eat? Wow. Salmon was royal food in the UK for a very long time. Yes. But for the most part, peasants ate fish. Cowboy Bebop, you can afford to eat food? That one episode where they're all fighting over the chicken bone? Doesn't Ein get it in the end? Upper crust comes from nobility only eating the top of the bread because the bottom was burnt. Yeah, they didn't exactly have great ovens back in the day. Temperature control was not a thing. You just had to have fire. Peasants ate cod and haddock. I like cod and haddock. Well, I like haddock. I don't like cod. Cod is gross. I hate it. I despise it. I had it once and I will never have it again. It is I couldn't even eat it. I threw it away. I was like, this isn't even worth eating. It's so gross. But haddock. I love haddock. Especially beer battered and deep fried. God, I want fish and chips so badly. You see, when I lived downtown in Kitchener, if I wanted fish and chips, I just had to walk to the nearest bar. Yes, English style beer battered haddock. Yeah. With proper tartar sauce. Not that shit that they serve nowadays. Ugh. Yo! Why do you boop? Technically, I'm not copying you. You're copying me because I said beer battered fish and chips first. Mwah. Peasants had a better diet than nobility. That is true. Because they had to, they didn't have consistency in their diet. They had to find things. I'm older, you're copying me. Are you older? I thought we were the same age. Your birthday's before mine, isn't it? Search, however, did not. No. Because they had to give everything away. Wait, I know when your birthday is. What year were you born? Okay, yes. Yes, you're a full year older than I am. Because I'm 85. Fine. Fine, you're older than me. But I still said it first. No! Stop clouding the issue with facts! American tradition of company pizza parties. Yeah, that tradition is lost too. Just means I have great taste. Yep. Yep. Great minds think alike and empty barrels sound the same. To be present tense in the 1980s. Yep. Take on me, take on me. It's a good song, man. The 80s had great music. Why do you think everybody likes Stranger Things? It's because it takes place in the 80s. The 80s were pretty great. Sorry, scratching my leg again. My leggy is itchy. Get your leggy! I'm back. Pigs in blankets are different than pigs in a blanket. Okay. I see you there, sneaking food. The food is free. Take it. No! It's mostly healed. Can't help it if it's itchy. I didn't scratch it hard enough to bleed, I don't think. Gotta double check. I'm gonna have some pretty nasty scars, though. I have ugly legs. Just gonna hide them forever. I am not comfortable showing any part of my body ever. And it's even worse now because my legs are doing the thing. Pigs in blankets are small sausages wrapped in blankets. They're associated with Christmas. You mean wrapped in dough? Because I don't think we eat blankets. Blankets are made of bacon. Only mouthy blankets. Give me lamp, brother. Brother, dost thou hath lamp? the blankets are made of bacon. That is the best kind of blanket. I wrap gherkins in bacon and then I bake them, and that's like the favorite Christmas food. I do it with dates too. I wrap dates in bacon and bake those for Christmas as well, but I don't like them as much. I much prefer the gherkins. But they're really good. If you've never had bacon wrapped gherkins, I highly recommend you try it. Pigs in blankets are commonly called wrapped sausages. Okay. You're the turbo killer. Said 8 times. That's a lot of times. Bacon weave. Just a mat of bacon. Oh. You're making me hungry! Oh, rouladen. Yeah, we were talking about that. Cheese didn't know what rouladen was, and it was like, how do you not? I've even made rouladen. But yeah, like beef stew. You eat beef stew with a pickle as like a side dish. So good. Beef and pickle go very well together because they're both very strong flavors. I imagine that it would be even better with like venison or something, or like buffalo or moose. English Christmas pudding is very fun. Yeah, it's not really pudding. it's something else. Where do you even get beef cut thin enough to make rouladen around here? Farm Boy, maybe? You could ask them. I think if Farm Boy, if you're gonna buy the beef, they would slice it up for you if you wanted that thin. Or you would get like flank steak and pound it out with a mallet. Because flank steak's very, very tough, so. At least the flank steaks I've had are very tough. But if you pound them out with a mallet and chop them, or just hammer them into oblivion. They never cut it thin enough. Well, you tell them to cut it thinner. Christmas pudding is a cake filled with fruit and alcohol. Traditionally soaked in more alcohol and set on fire. Yep. I've watched the Victorian homestead show. It's a good show. I forget exactly what it's called. I think it's just called Victorian Farm, where they live Victorian life. Somebody's cooking something. It smells really good. I haven't had anything to eat today. I'm hungry. And for some reason, dinner last night made me really hungry too. I even had some yogurt after dinner, like before I went to bed, and I was still hungry. Oh, brandy beans are dangerous, man. Oma always gave me brandy beans when I was a child, and I didn't realize they were actual alcohol. And I loved them. I was addicted to brandy beans as a kid. Brandy beans are delicious. Oh, as a pyromaniac? Yeah, well, brandy's good for that, too. Snickers mirthlessly. Then go and eat? No. That requires me doing stuff and walking away from stream, which I have to do because I have to go to the little demon's room, so I will be right back. Revolt amongst yourselves. Or get up and stretch. Stretching is good. Everybody get up and move your legs and stretch. It's good for you. I walk out of the bathroom and I look downstairs and there's just Tesla sitting there licking his chops on the lower level next to his tuna bowl, which he already had tuna this morning. And my brother's like, don't give him too much tuna because you'll have too much mercury. And I'm like, but you keep giving him extra tuna. And there's nothing to really just eat. So that's the problem in this house. There's nothing to snack on. Ah. Yeah, there's nothing that's great to just straight up snack on in this house. So it's a bit tough. Yeah, Cheese can't resist. Tesla looks at him with that face that he's got. I mean, you all know what Tesla looks like. He's got that face, and he looks at you, and then he goes, "Ah!" And you can't help but feed him. Especially since Tesla really, really likes tuna. I didn't know how much he liked tuna, but he really likes tuna. Which MMO are you playing right now? Oh, by the way, we have a guild in Where Winds Meet. So if people want to play Where Winds Meet, we do have a Demora guild. Star Trek. Nationally, the UK has 3 days of holidays for Christmas. I don't know what Canada's got. I just took a week off because I needed a week off. That week off was great. I was able to spend a couple of days rearranging my room. Yeah. Thanks, Neff. Neff is vice captain, and he pays more attention to guild stuff than I do. I just vibe. I'm vibes only. I'm gonna make you moderator at this right now. I know you don't want to be a mod, so I won't make you a mod. But I can pin it for you. Yeah. Yeah, we do have Boxing Day, but like I wanted to go pick up the legs from my IKEA shelf on Boxing Day, but they weren't on sale. There were no sales at IKEA on Boxing Day. At least not on the website. There wasn't anything listed. It may have been in store, but Boxing Day is sort of turned into Boxing Week here, and most people just buy their shit online now. Do you know where it comes from? Nope. Never bothered looking that one up for some reason. Can't say for every game, but being medic in TF2 sucked. Everybody needs medic, but nobody plays as one. Yeah. Oh, should end up being the healing stuff. My friend didn't want to be the cleric in BG3, but wanted a healer, so guess who got stuck as the cleric? I'm the fleet's doctor. The whole fleet. Wow. That's quite a job. Boxing Day is a day for giving to the needy. I mean, I guess that makes sense. For us, it's just more commercialism. And so people would wait until after Christmas to buy anything, so that once everything was on sale on Boxing Day, they would go buy it then. So stores kind of stopped doing that. Because we all knew that the prices were hiked up for Christmas, and then things were put on sale, quote unquote. And then they went back down to their regular price and put on sale after Christmas. So people just started giving money as Christmas gifts so that everybody could go on Boxing Day to buy their gifts. And then the stores were losing lots of money. They weren't making enough profit. And everything started to go downhill from there. Because commercialism is stupid and capitalism doesn't actually work. You know, clerics are pretty great. I did play one for a very short period of time in a game. But they were a weak ass cleric at the time. Everyone wants to go to the party, no one wants to clean up. Yeah. It's like, where is he when you need... Oh yeah, next to that. Capitalism is the fucking best, / sarcasm. Did I ever tell you about the definition of insanity? I got so much art done today, wow. Remember when I used to actually get stuff done on stream? Secret pants. Try to draw this line without my hand shaking too much. To be fair, Fantasy, I wasn't looking at the screen when you said that. I was looking at my artwork. And prior to that, you said go and eat. That was the last thing you said. I'm not ignoring you, Fantasy. You just didn't say anything when I was looking. You know I wouldn't ignore you on purpose, right? I'm not that kind of person. Now you've tickled me. I look upon you with disdain for the tickles. How dare. Tickling is illegal. It's not allowed. I was literally looking at the art screen and not the comments. You gotta give me a few minutes when I'm drawing here. Two accepted origins for Boxing Day. One comes from the church, the other comes from wealth families giving to their servants. Fair enough. Wealthy families, yes. These people. Yes, you have shared that quote before. Yeah, being a cleric is actually really hard. Too bad you can't just cast gun. And you need to be mindful of your actions. You know what's hardest to play? DM. Box pleats are hard to draw. I'm gonna have to do some edits around the vest. You're not supposed to use a protection spell to trap your enemies in the castle while it burns down. Muscle Wizard casts Fist. I love Grog. I wish I was that funny. Like Grog using stealth. You do not see Grog! Intimidate. That's his stealth. I just hear somebody trying to shovel their driveway.
You just hear them chipping away at it. Yeah, don't do that again. That's fine. Imagine secret pants like this with pockets. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to the chat at the moment.
My mug is downstairs. I cleaned it.
It's my dad coming and asking me about tea. Going out for insert task here, looking at her, then the barrier snow at the driveway entrance. I'm not done, Mom. But I can just head out over... I'm not done, Mom. Good. I mean, she could drive over the snow. Or is she expecting you to take her somewhere? Not the sedan. God, I hate how wobbly my lines are. Okay. Turn off that sketch. The base sketch. Secret pants. Fantasy has gone quiet. Fantasy, I'm not upset at you. Don't worry. Because I know you worry about those things. I'm not upset. My reaction to the tickle was just that. How dare you tickle me? It was a joke. The new improved sport utility vehicle that can't go off-road. Yeah, that's SUVs are just that. They're not. Okay, I am gonna definitely have to do something about the, about the vest. So what we can do is we can copy the vest, turn off the original, and this will be the edited vest. These are the buttons. Let's merge those down to the layers. Getting closer. Is there a time we can VC and talk about our character? Yeah, we can do that. Perhaps after stream. Are you available today? Send me a picture of your cute new socks. Oh my god, they got mushrooms on them! Do you mind if I share the socks? Thank you for the hydrate and the streech! That clam was a Cybertruck? You mean claim? There's a clam. Yes, you are. Oh, you're available. Would you like me to share the sock? Look at these adorable socks. I had a pair of socks that had, like, slices of pepperoni pizza and mushrooms on them, and they were black and orange, and I loved them. They were my favorite socks, but they got holes in them. But yeah, cute socks. Trying to find a comfortable waterproof solution to the seats, so. Plastic bucket seats formed to your body. Just straight up bare canvas seats that are like a 12-ounce cotton or something. Or probably like 28-ounce cotton. Just like true canvas, and they're just like hanging seats. There you go. You know, this design is pretty simple, but I actually really like it. I look awful in these kinds of clothes, but I do like this design. My dad bringeth tea.
I'm gonna put it down.
Okay, thank you.
Tea time.
What? Yeah. Oh, it's already the end of stream. Dang it. We ran out of orange pico tea, so I opened up my giant box of cardamom. And my family really likes the cardamom tea. Yeah. We're gonna find someone to raid. I really miss raiding Evan. God damn it. We haven't gone to CNOT in ages. There's also Sean, who's playing Where Winds Meet. Oh no, we'll just have to go for a few more hours. Yeah. Do you want to go to CNOT or Sean the Weirdo, who's playing Where Winds Meet? He's a member of the Demora Guild. Might meet someone new who's a Canadian. Thank you. My cheese. My brother. My cheese. My brother brought me Christmas Stollen, which is a Christmas cake. 24-hour stream confirmed. We're going to Sean, because he needs some love. And Neff is going to be joining Sean. So, you guys have a great day. Thank you for coming back to the after Christmas stream. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And thank you, gentlemen, for the gifted subs and all of the chatting. I really missed you. Fantasy, I'll talk to you after I have tea with my family. Because family time is important. But I'll message you, okay? It might be like half an hour to an hour. Alright. Thank you all for coming back to the islands. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Frond raid. Right now. I love you. Bye-bye.